We bring our attention in and notice what your experience is as you do that. Notice what's happening in your body. And as we're coming into a practice, we have so many different experiences coming in. Notice what your particular experience is right now. And I just mentioned something shouldn't be the way it is, and working with resistance. So there might be some thoughts about that too as you're getting yourself settled. So notice in particular if there's something going on in your body that shouldn't be the way it is. This simple settling in and positioning our body in a comfortable way. There's probably lots of thoughts that we have around things that we could point to, but for right now, just to notice that on a physical level. As you're getting your body settled and comfortable, is there something going on in your body that shouldn't be happening? And sometimes it's something that's easy. We adjust our body a little bit and the pain in our lower back disappears, or we shake out our body before we get settled and then we can let go of the restlessness. Notice what your experience is. And then let all of the forward momentum of regular daily life come to a rest. Let yourself settle back in. Physically, that means we let our body relax onto the floor or the bed. We notice what it feels like as we're settling in, and we let our bodies accept that support. For most of us, that would include relaxing or softening through the back of the neck and the shoulders. Those large muscles of the upper back. Take a few deeper breaths. And as you breathe out, let your body soften. And then as you notice your breath, notice how your breath is in relation to resistance or wanting something to be different. There's a couple ways that could work. One would be that we notice that we're breathing more shallow or more tightly than what we would like. And so we kind of resist that. We're not happy about that. And sometimes that's a fairly easy fix. We just take some deeper breaths, remind ourselves, and the breath starts to flow. Our body softens. Other times the tightness is more entrenched. Notice what's happening around your breath. And the other direction that that comes from is that when we are resisting anything, when we're tightening up against anything, if there's something painful in our lives, our breath tends to reflect that. Part of our natural physiology. For a moment, let's let all of that go. Focus on softening the muscles all around the stomach area, the diaphragm. And not to worry about the length of the breath. noticing more the continuity of the breath. And noticing as you finish breathing out, there's that little turnaround into the inhale. And then the inhale is quite a different energy than the exhale. So as you're finishing your inhale, then let yourself smoothly move into the exhale. Of course, it might not be smooth at all. And then maybe we're frustrated with that. We're noticing the experience of the breath and our response to the breath. We're softening the muscles around the breath, around the diaphragm muscle. Let the attention on the breath stabilize your thoughts, your mind. And then noticing the whole of your body, the whole of your breath, movement of your body with your breath. Let's bring our attention into thoughts. And we'll work with several variations of this, and some of them will probably resonate more than others. The first sentence that you might look at, hear these words or put them up in your mind's eye as you're looking at them. It shouldn't be this way. And pick whatever it is that comes to mind and then start to look at that. There's usually many situations in our lives that we feel resistant to. This shouldn't be this way. And stay connected with your body and your breath. We're looking at words or we're hearing sounds. And we're not judging right or wrong. We should feel this way, we shouldn't. We're not saying we're wrong to think this shouldn't be this way. We're just looking at the words and seeing what comes up. If anything feels sticky, the tapping on your forehead, bring your attention just to the sound and sensation of the tapping. Put a frame around it. Take your eyes around that empty space on the outside of the image. You can open your eyes and put something on the wall across from you if you want. That helps to remind us that we're looking at something. We're looking at words or an image. This should not be this way. And notice how your body is responding to the words or the images. So when the intensity of the images or the words, the thoughts settles a bit, then go right into your body and notice what's happening there. Where exactly do you feel the energy? And how would you describe it to yourself? Is it hot or cold? Is it moving or still? How much space does it take up in the body? Do you have an image of it? If you do, you could look at the image. Notice if the sensation itself feels threatening in some way. If the sensation has a bad intention or if it wants to hurt you. And we sit with the sensation and really attend to it. Get kind of curious about what's going on with that sensation. What are the words and pictures that are associated with that? Does it have a message? Does it need something? This energy has come up in response to looking at this sentence. This, whatever it is, shouldn't be this way. Stay connected with your body, with your breath. And as you're paying attention to the energy, just keep noticing where it is and notice the space that's all around it. So, an energy has a location, it has space all around the outside of it as well. Some energy is very tight ball right in the center of us somewhere, and some seems to fill our whole body. So, the space would be outside of the body. For a moment, go back and forth between really tuning into the energy and then noticing the stillness and the space all around the outside. And notice if you can welcome the resistance in the words and the thoughts in your body. Sometimes Scott uses these words, thank you for arising. So you're talking right directly to the energy, letting it know that it's okay for it to be here. Thank you for arising. I love you. You're welcome to stay. And notice your response to those three sentences. Thank you for being here. Or thank you for arising. I love you. You're welcome to stay. So we're not talking about the situation, the unfairness of it, or anything like that. We're just talking about the energy itself. Notice if you are able or if it's happening, there's a welcoming there. And if not, that's okay too. Notice if you can be okay with the resistance to it. Acknowledge that that's what's here. And we stay present in our body, stay present with your breath and with the thoughts that are coming and going. Not in the sense that we're thinking it through, though. We're staying present with the energy And then we're noticing that thoughts might come up. If they have a charge or if they have some intensity to them, we could tap on them. We could trace the space on the outside. And we come back again to whatever the energy is in the body when we think about those words. This situation should not be this way. We're not welcoming whatever the situation is. We're acknowledging and attending to our response. This is the situation, and I feel this way about it. And that's how it comes up in my mind. This is what's happening in my body, energy, the sensation. Thank you for arising. I'm okay that you're here. I love you, and you're welcome to stay. Might feel like a bit of a stretch, or it might be just okay. This is actually what's happening in my system right now. This is my response to the situation. And even though I'm resisting the situation, or I hate the situation, I could be present with myself and kind with myself around the reaction or the response to it. And notice if that is a possibility, if that will open up that welcoming of your response and attending to that. Keep on noticing what's happening in your body and your breath. Let your breath support you. We can always go back to attending to that smooth, continuous quality in the breath, relaxing the belly, letting that happen. And sometimes the mind will wander off into something else, or often into trying to figure it out. And that's okay. We just bring it back, focus again on the sensation or the energy in your body. You could do tapping or tracing on the words or images. And let yourself know you would really like to be more aware of what is underneath the resistance, what it is that's being triggered in you by this situation. We don't ever have to like a situation in the sense that we approve it or we want that situation to be the way it is. What we're working with is our response to the situation. And notice if there's a kindness or an openness, a gentleness that's possible for you. What is it that's under the resistance that you could welcome to come forward? To be seen and felt and attended to. Notice if there's space for that. Over the next few minutes, we're going to finish the practice. So notice if there's anything else that you need to attend to right now. Or maybe there's something that you would come back to or you'll stay with for a bit longer. And then let everything settle. Take a few breaths again. Notice your body from head to toes. And scan down through your body, letting yourself rest and relax. Soften through the face, the forehead, and the eyebrows, your mouth and jaw. Our teeth are often clenched when we're resisting something. It can be kind of exhausting and hurt through that area. Notice your neck and shoulders, the upper back, the same. Move your body around a bit if you like. Notice your breath. And there's a few ways that we can kind of release that energy out of the body. One is that when we get up, we could shake it out, throw the energy down into the earth through our hands. We could flick it off the end of our fingers. And with the breath, we could do some kind of let that go. We could do a syllable like "voo." Just breathe in normally. Voo. Feel that resonate through your chest, your throat. Voo. Voo. And then when you're ready, open your eyes.